Right. Rohit, what we're also learning is that there is a conversation which is underway between Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and the Army Chief, in which it is said to be communicated to the Army Chief that this is it, that you have to now handle the situation. And, Oli has been asked to step down by the Army is what we are learning. Of course, adding to the speculation, really, that perhaps there could be Army rule imposed in Nepal next.
Yesterday, it was being seen that the tension that was spilling on the ground, thousands and thousands of youth who came on the street. It was being interpreted that it was because of just the banning of the almost 26 social media platforms. But that was not the case, because what the youth of Nepal have been releasing is that they use the social media platforms to highlight the rampant corruption and that was taking place in the current government. They used to highlight what kind of, there was no transparency in the government. People have to pay bribes to get their work done. So this is what they used to use the social media for, highlighting all these things. But ever since the government banned the social media, their anger spilled on the road. And now even when the decision to banning of all the 26 social media platforms have been revoked by the Oli government, there is still tension. And the protesters now want that the Oli government must go. They are alleging that it's a very corrupt government and there is no transparency that is prevailing in the government. Whatever the government wanted, they were doing, and that is why there was massive unrest which was simmering amongst the youth of Nepal. And in the last 24 hours, we are seeing that is what has been pouring on the streets when thousands and thousands of youth, not only in Kathmandu, but also in various parts of Nepal, have hit the streets and have been on a rampage. Completely for the last 2 days, we are seeing parliament, hotels, home of ministers, home of MPs, government properties, everything is being set on fire. Everything where the vandalism is taking place. And now it seems that this kind of tension has compelled the Oli government to take some action. And that is why we are learning that there has been some communication with the Army Chief of Prime Minister Oli. And maybe the Army Chief is now suggesting the Prime Minister to tender his resignation to vacate his post so that some sort of normalcy can be restored in this Himalayan kingdom. That's it.
Also, Rohit talked to us a little about the sentiment on the ground, really about the people. Is this pro-monarchy momentum that is now what we see is gaining, given that the people are extremely unhappy with the political administration, with the current political dispensation, also asking for fresh elections?
Well, see, fresh elections could be one of the options, but I've been talking to a lot of people in Resign also since morning, and they are saying that all the governments that are formed in Nepal are all corrupt. They don't listen to the people. They don't work for the welfare of the people. So the question was, which I was asking, that what is the way out? What is the option? So many of them even suggested that Rajtantra, that means the return of the monarchy, was one of the options which could be contemplated, because what they are saying that when there was monarchy in Nepal, situation was not such bad on the ground, not so worse on the ground, and that is why many suggested that if monarchy is restored in Nepal, it could bring back peace and normalcy in this country. But as of now, we are seeing that the situation is completely gone out of hand. Thousands of youth are on the streets of Nepal. 7 million. There is some sort of a protest which is happening. Tires are being burned, properties being vandalized, houses of ministers being attacked, houses of ministers and MPs being set on fire. And also we are seeing that complete turmoil that is being seen in this Himalayan kingdom, as I was mentioning earlier also. So now remains to be seen what does Mr. KP Sharma Oli does from here on, because as we are knowing and we are learning that the Army Chief has suggested that he should in fact tender his resignation, and there was also some speculations going on that he may even flee from Nepal to maybe
That's
Dubai
right.
or some other place.